Hi,
Hello, hello. How are you?
how are you?
Good. Could be better, but good.
Did you have your potluck yet, or is that in
I
2 weeks?
did.
How was it?
It was cute. It was actually really, really good. But it was like only for like a couple hours. And the funny thing is, like we were all doctors, so we were all like vaccinated, so we were like, whatever.
What did you make?
It was good. It was good.
What did you make?
Oh, what did I make? I made miso soup, vegetarian miso soup. And I also made vegetarian Korean noodles, which is like with lots of different like lettuce, seaweed, um, different types of cabbages, carrots, cucumber type of thing with spicy sauce.
Did you
It's
did
like
you
a
like
salad, noodle salad.
that sounds really good. Did you
It's
end up
actually
like
really good.
yeah, did you end up converting to vegetarian then for a little bit again?
Yeah, yeah, I am trying. I really am. Yeah, which brings me to a different point. So I think I'm going to tell the boy today that we need to not see each other.
Because of your boards?
No.
Oh,
Um, so he's a southerner and
oh,
he likes to go hunting and fishing. And I thought I could overlook that.
uh,
Yeah. I told my mom about it and she freaked out. It's like, that's against every, like belief that we have. And I'm like, I know, but I'm not marrying him. I'm just getting to know him. She's like, what's get to know for? What's there to get to know about this person? I think I need to stop it before it gets any deeper.
good luck.
I know. I'm like nervous.
I mean, worst case scenario, you can just pretend that his messages aren't going through. And like,
What?
I mean, like, do you have to like call him to tell him?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he is coming in 2 weeks and he wanted to meet up. And past couple of days, he got super like, he was being very forward. Like, to the point where I think he thinks that we're going to start dating after our first date out.
Yeah.
Where, yeah, I guess that would be the next step. But am I ready? I'm not ready. I don't wanna. I don't want to lead him on. I mean, obviously, I'm not getting married to him. I'm not looking at serious relationships right now. I'm not. I'm not there yet, mentally. I mean, I still have so much more to learn about him before I make that commitment. And my mom was like, the second you go out to dinner with him, that you agree to go out to dinner with him, you're opening up that possibility. She's like, that would be really mean of you to be leading him on. I didn't think about that. Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen tonight.
Well, I mean, I guess it's nice that you're telling him now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to call him after we're done with this.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Got this.
yeah, we'll see. Oh well. Okay, so what did you do? 2013?
Yeah, I finished 2013. I have 3 Olympiads, and then I also started
You did some Olympiad and?
in a multiple choice. I started a multiple choice.
Oh, you started the multiple choice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, with the 2013,
Okay, sorry. I forgot. Was I supposed to do the FRQs or the multiple choice?
I can't really hear you.
Should I have done the FRQs or the multiple choice?
It doesn't matter at this point.
Okay.
But I think we started out the FRQ, didn't we?
Yeah. Did we? Oh wait, 20 because last time we reviewed the multiple choice. And then I hadn't finished 2013. So yeah, I think we have to finish going over 2013.
You did 2013
Yeah, sorry, I finished it.
FRQ or MCQ?
FRQ.
Okay. So I think we were up to number 5, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what would you say for A?
We had done A and B. We were on C.
We were on C?
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you say for C?
It's K times concentration of the reactants in the first reaction.
They're all first or hey Ritvik, do you have headphones?
Yeah, I was looking for those. I don't think. Oh wait, I found them. Okay, perfect. Sorry, my desk is a mess.
You have a messy desk? What the heck?
Organized messiness though, so I know where
Oh,
everything
so
is.
so
Yeah. Yep, that's what I got.
okay.
And then for the intermediate, I said C2H5 plus.
Okay, good. Why?
Because it's made and then used.
Good. So did you say that?
No, it just said to identify, so I didn't know that I was supposed to explain.
Okay. Yeah, that's just the okay, you're right. If they were to ask you to justify, all you have to say is it was produced in an earlier step and consumed in a later step.
Okay.
What about E?
I drew like 2 bumps with like the last one ending lower.
Good, like that.
Kind of, except instead of like I had the first bump go like below the initial reactants before
Like this.
yeah.
I wouldn't do that just because if it does go below it,
Mm-hmm.
it will get stuck there because it's so comfortable.
Oh, right. Okay. So just
Yeah.
okay. And then for the activation energy, it was just first one.
Yes. Always here to here.
Yep.
Because this would be the intermediate.
Yep.
Okay.
We did this one in school, actually.
Oh,
as
you
a-
did?
Yeah.
No, it's that. And then this one is the ether, right?
Yep. For B, I said compound 2 has the structure represented in box X because it has a higher boiling point. The compound in box X can form hydrogen bonds, the strongest IMF, which means it'll take a large amount of energy to break these bonds, and that substance will have a higher boiling point, while the substance in box Y can only form LDF, so it'll have a lower boiling point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. It's just because all you have to remember is that CH3s on one side, it's like having huge fans,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a very skinny person with huge fans.
Okay.
It's really hard to access that head and the feet. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Whereas here, this is a huge fan, but then this is kind of sticking out, so it can
Yeah.
actually like go and connect with other things.
Yep.
Oh no, I just erased. Okay, and then we have B, and then that, C.
I said that dichloromethane has a greater solubility than CCl4 because it's polar. Water is also polar, so it'll be attracted to the oppositely charged dipoles, and it'll form solvation shells around it relatively easily, while CCl4 is nonpolar, so it will occasionally form instantaneous dipoles, but not to the same degree as CH2Cl2, so it makes it more difficult for water to form solvation shells around it.
So this side, slightly negative, this side slightly positive, but all this is 0.
Yeah.
This one, did you just draw this out?
Yeah, there was also D, though.
Oh, sorry, D. I just saw the box and I was like, I gotta answer the box.
Yeah, for D, I think I'm not sure how to make this more concise. But I said that CH2Cl2 has a higher vapor pressure than CCl4 because it's less massive. And since CCl4 is more massive, it has a greater polarizability and its LDF are much stronger than CH2Cl2's. Even though CH2Cl2 also forms dipole-dipoles, CCl4 is much more massive than CH2Cl2 and has a lot more electrons. So its LDF is still a lot stronger than the combined IMFs. And because of that, CCl4 has a greater boiling point since it takes more energy to break those bonds.
Break those attraction forces.
Yeah, those attractions. And since it takes less energy to boil CH2Cl2 than it does to boil CCl4, it has a higher vapor pressure or willingness to boil than CCl4.
Good. Okay. So we're done with 2013. 2009? I have 2009 here.
Yeah, 2009 Chemistry Olympiad.
Okay. Are we doing this one?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just pulling it up now.
Ritvik, what am I gonna do?
It'll be fine. I'm sure he'll appreciate that you're telling him now rather than later.
Yeah, he.
Have you ever had to do anything like this before?
No.
Oh, yikes.
Not. I mean, I've had to reject people in the past, but the rejection was like super easy to do because it was like, why are you even talking to me? Like, who do you think even think that you can talk to me type of situation?
Oh, wow.
Well, that's just me being hella cocky and conceited, which at least I wasn't lying to them.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever got to do something like this with someone that I just like. I know he's not going to change though. He asked me, he was like, I go fishing and hunting, and I was like, yeah. It's like opposition. He's like, wow, there's no opposition. I was like, I mean, I don't think I'm in a position to oppose. You know what I mean? Like, we're not
Yeah.
like, I can't oppose something without, like, if a friend tells me, hey, I go hunting and fishing, like, okay, great, good for you. Like, that's on you, not me, right?
Yeah.
But past 2 days, I think he's just been really pushing it. And then yesterday, he said things like, I really want to see you. Because he had an earthquake over there.
Earthquake?
Yeah, they had an earthquake out there.
Oh.
Yeah. And he said things like, I want to see you before I die. I'm like, what? Like, that makes no sense, but whatever. I'm like, you don't die from an earthquake. I think he's taking it a bit more seriously than I am.
Yeah.
I told my brother, and my brother was like, well, what type of person is he? And I was like, I don't know. And that's why I'm trying to figure out. And he's like, what you've told me, he sounds like a very well-mannered Southern boy. So
Mhm.
kind of approve, but I'm not 100% sure. Plus, he is so much younger than me.
He has so much what?
Younger than me? He's like 5 years younger than me.
Oh.
I know, right? Brother said the
Wow.
same thing. He said the same thing. He was like, Vicky, I'm your baby brother, and I'm 6 years, like, he's 6.5, so almost 7 years younger than me. And he was like, well, this boy is like almost closer to my age than he is to your age. Like, I know, but I don't even know how this happened. But I guess once you get to my age is not a huge factor. I mean, it is for me.
Yeah.
I guess for the boy isn't. Like, he knows how old I am. Like, I've been telling him, like, dude, I'm a grandma. Like, stop talking to me. I don't think.
I mean, you don't seem that old. Like, I thought you were like a hip college student when I first met.
Oh, thanks, Ritvik. I appreciate it. It's called being virtual. But yeah. I'm aware of it. I know it'll break him.
I mean, it'll break him?
I'm an emotional person too. You're like, it'll break him?
Sorry, I thought I heard that.
Yeah. I feel like it will break him. There will be a hairline fracture somewhere. I hope. Because it is definitely breaking me.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but I was thinking like it's not because my mom was like, honestly, like if you can overlook that, then you might as well convert because your beliefs are not as strong as they should be, and you grew up this way, like
Yeah.
the family is about this. Like, I don't know. For us, like we believe in karma and we believe in reincarnation.
Yeah, same.
And so when you kill, like especially when you kill for fun, that's not a joke.
Yeah.
Um, and like when my mom is practicing like, you know, every day. I mean, I practice too, my religion, and I'm pretty religious. Our whole family is. She's like, you might as well convert. Like, yeah, you can change him, you can make him stop, but is he really ever going to stop? Like, okay, maybe he'll stop 1 year, 2 year, maybe 6 months while you guys are dating. But what about after that? If you
Yeah.
guys are compatible, as you say, it's like so weird because we are like one person. Like we like everything I like, he likes. Everything I want to do, he wants to do. It's like
Wow.
so weird. I don't think I've ever met someone who is this compatible after my ex.
Wow.
Who all of a sudden found me on Instagram and requested to follow me today, this morning too.
Wow. Did you accept?
I did, and I requested to follow him back. I mean, he's married and he has a child.
Oh.
Yeah. And we met when we were both doing research at Boston Medical Center. We were both pre med, and he actually ended up going to Boston Medical School. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, so we dated all throughout medical school, and then towards the end, when he was when he was applying to residency, I kind of helped him with that, and then we broke up because he had someone else.
Oh. Wait, so you were a pre-med?
I was pre med for a very long
Wow. Wow.
time, worked, and then I was like, I want to go back to medicine, but I don't want to do residency, and I want to do something different. And I wanted to work with my hands, and I knew that I was not smart enough to go into surgery, but I've always wanted to do surgery. And that's why I went into dentistry. But, dude, just like a few days ago, too. So we have a periodontist, nurse,
Hmm.
and she's like the goddess. Seriously, she really is. Oh, she's from Bombay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's like, oh, goddess. And like I presented a case to her because one of my patients needed periodontal treatments.
Hmm.
And she's like, Vicky, are you still applying to residency? And I'm like, yep. And she's like, well, we never talked. I was like, about what? She's like, well, because she's always wanted me to kind of follow into her footsteps and do perio.
Hmm.
I was like, I don't think I'm smart enough for that. And she was like, what the heck? Are you dumb? Like, you need to come and shadow me. So I shadowed her. And then tomorrow, I'm supposed to meet up with her and go through my personal statement, my resume, and all that stuff. So then she can package me so that I can apply to residency. And she's like, I can guarantee you a residency position for perio. And I'm like, what? Um, so all of last week, I was like so confused. I wasn't sure like if I really wanted to do perio. So I wrote my personal statement for both perio and peds. And I think today I was super excited about perio because I really love doing surgery.
Surgery, yeah.
Um, without the worry of
Like the patient, like being
killing
in,
someone. Yeah.
yeah.
And I shadowed her, and there was like 6 operatories, and she was just hopping from one to the other to the other to the other, and there was blood everywhere. And I'm like, oh my god, this is exactly what I wanted to do. Um, yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think I can kind of feel the struggle between like surgery and peds because like I've started to like do healthcare workshops with like little kids, and I really enjoy it because they're like so adorable. They're like, "What's the skull?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah,
Because for me, it's all about public health. I want to obviously like yes, I want to make money. Yes, I want to have a private practice, and yes, I want to like charge them an arm and a leg for every procedure to pay off my loans. Um, but I also want to give back to the community and make an impact by
yeah,
policy or doing public health work, something. Whether that's me doing like a project at the community level or me actually just teaching one patient at a time the tools that they will have for the rest of their lives. You know? And that's one of the reasons why peds was so attractive to me. Um, yeah, like perio, it's all about like, you know, adults that come in bummed out teeth that need a complete smile rehab and
yeah,
do like aggressive treatments on them. And at the end of the day, you end up, you know, creating a beautiful smile for them so that they can chew and enjoy life because they have so much more to live. But do I really want to do that over helping kids understand that preventative care is more important? I don't think so.
Oh, so you're leaning towards peds again?
No. I was like, I think I was super excited about perio just because I just really started doing advanced treatments in clinic and
Yeah,
it, but it removes that whole like patient doctor interaction because you only see these
yeah,
a few times a year. And I don't know if I like
yeah.
that. I love this, you know, like this is why I tutor. You know, it's so dumb of me, isn't it?
No. I mean, like, I guess with perio, you could like, I don't know, open up like a shadowing program or something where like teenagers can come and shadow you or something. But
It's hard because it's very graphic.
yeah, that would make sense.
Because you can literally, all you do is like flap this open and then there's like sinuses here and then you like graft bone here and then graft bone here. You know, I'm just like, I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's
Can
what
you?
I've always dreamed about doing.
Hmm.
So the schools that she was looking into, and there's only one person that gets accepted to perio every year, if that.
Oh, wow.
So it's, but for peds, it's like 15 of us. No. So definitely peds seems a little bit easier for us
Yeah.
because there's so much more opportunities.
Hmm.
But perio, it's like it's 3-year program. There's not a lot of schools. There's like maybe 40 programs out there, whereas
Oh,
peds
wow.
over 100, and each one accepts like 5 to 10 students. Whereas perio, they accept maybe 1 to 2. So every year there's only going to be maybe about 40 to 50 periodontists graduating.
Wow. Well, you can definitely become a periodontist. You seem like you're smart enough.
I know I can build the hand skills for it. I know I can
Yeah.
do it, but I think, I think for me, at the end of the day, it comes down to education and outreach, like public health outreach.
Yeah.
And to me, that's more important. Like that's my core. Yes, I love procedures, but what happens when I'm old and my hands are shaking? What am I going to do then? You know?
Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll probably have made like enough money by then to like retire early. So
Yeah, but I think I'm going to be hella bored if I retire.
yeah, retirement seems kind of boring looking at it right now.
But Ritvik, you're like 2. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. So which one?
Well, the first one I was a bit confused on was 1.
Which one is colorless? Okay. So understand that every time you have transition metals, it's always going to be colorful. Okay. So here we have transition metal magnesium, or sorry, manganese. Here we have chromium, here we have cobalt.
Wait, zinc is the only exception, right?
Zinc, no. Silver,
Oh, okay.
white.
Okay. Because like
Then
I
it
remember
turns
like
black.
okay. Because I remember on one of the AP multiple choice, it was like ZnCl2 is colorless.
Really?
Yeah, I could be completely off, but
Let me just check.
okay.
Yeah, you're right. Zinc chloride is colorless, highly soluble in water. Oh, look at you, how smart.
I mean, I learned it all from you,
Oh,
so
you did not.
I would say 99% I did.
I appreciate it.
No, thank you for like teaching me for like 9 months now.
No, I'm trying to teach you life, okay? Okay. All right, which one?
Sorry, I'm just trying to see how like 4 I was a little bit confused on.
A gaseous product?
Yeah.
Solid things. I would say B.
Yeah, the answer was A. I think because like copper is less reactive than hydrogen.
Hydrochloric acid.
Yeah.
Oh, ammonium will turn into ammonia. And that's a
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though they're both like you're mixing like solids together, that still works.
Yeah, because calcium hydroxide, just understand that they're both very soluble and very reactive.
Okay. 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 I got 42 wrong.
Oh, the one with the shortest time, I would say would be the one with the greatest moles.
Okay. Okay.
Greatest moles and
Oh wait, wouldn't it be least
electron
moles?
number.
Wouldn't it be
Huh?
least? Sorry, wouldn't it be
Oh,
least
so
moles?
least.
Yeah. Okay.
Least. Sorry, least.
Okay.
Definitely not this because it has the greatest number of electrons. I want to say this one, but I feel like it. This is very small, and this is pretty large for 2 plus, right?
Yeah. But barium also has less moles than 1 gram, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's D.
Okay.
Do you have the answers?
Yeah, I think if you scroll down, they're
Oh,
there.
what number was it?
42.
D. Yeah, 42 is D.
Okay. So you're looking for the shortest time. Or sorry, smallest moles.
Yeah, because it converts into smallest electron numbers.
Mhm. Um, okay, and then I got 55 wrong.
Okay, so this one. Oh, this one looks to me.
I thought it was an ester because you have an oxygen in the middle.
I think it's this.
Oh,
So it'll be a ketone.
what do ketones look like again?
Ketones look like this.
Oh, okay.
Look like this.
Okay.
Do you remember what aldehyde looks like?
Yeah, it's like C double bond O, then you have one H and then a functional group.
Okay. And then ether is this.
Yeah, and then ester is when you have C double bond. Oh, okay. Wait, so sorry, the ketone is the first one, right? So you have
Okay.
C double bond O and then 2 functional groups.
So this is the functional group. This is the functional group.
Oh, okay. Oh, but like the 2 R thingies at the end.
Yep, those are the
Okay.
variables.
Okay.
Variable.
Wait, and then a carbonyl group is just C double bond O, right?
Correct. So it
Okay.
can be anything, and then C double bond O is the carbonyl.
Okay.
Just this part is the carbonyl.
Okay.
So every single one of these have a carbonyl except for ether.
Okay. So ethers. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, I also got 55. Wait, 56 wrong. They always throw in like bio at the end.
So a carbohydrate is always going to be O's like glucose.
Oh, okay.
Glucose, sucrose, fructose, galactose, lactose. All of those are sugars.
Okay.
This is biochem.
Yeah. I think on like 2010 or 2011, they asked about DNA,
Oh,
base pairs, and I was like, wow. Wait, so sugars are carbohydrates?
sugars are carbohydrates. They're made out of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen.
Then I got 59 wrong.
So which part of this is most acidic? Every time the hydrogen next to a carboxylic acid is always going to be the most acidic.
Okay.
The second type is always going to be the one next to a carbonyl.
Okay, wait. So the order of acidity is like first you have
Carboxylic acid,
yep.
and then a carbonyl.
So
Or
are those
resin.
hydrogens near carboxylic acid or hydrogens
Right here.
on?
This is
Okay.
carboxylic acid. Like all this is the carboxylic acid. So the hydrogen that is partaking in the carboxylic acid is the and then this one, because it's so close to the carbonyl, will be acidic. In fact, this
Oh,
is basic.
yeah, because it's an amine, right?
Yep.
Wait, but wouldn't the 8C be more acidic than
Oh yeah, I didn't
HB?
see this. Yep, you're right. So this would be second.
Okay, so it's hydrogens and carboxylic acids, then alcohols, then carbonyls,
Carbonyls.
carbonyls.
Carbonyls, and then any hydrogen that is in a resonance structure.
Okay. So are those like tied carbonyls and resonance?
It really depends.
Okay.
Because a lot of times resonance exists in a carbonyl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's just hydrogens near carbonyls, right? Not okay. Okay. And then 60. I guessed, but I want to know like why it was right.
So if we are oxidizing,
Yep.
we are losing electrons, right?
Yep. And
In
you're gaining?
biology, we are also losing protons, H's.
Okay. Oh, so that's the reason. Oxidation is losing protons.
Hydrogens. Yep.
Okay. How many are you losing though?
It keeps going. So usually when you have an alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
continue. Actually, make it it can continue and become an aldehyde.
Mm-hmm.
Usually alcohols just keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So in this one, you have like every single one of the answer choices has less hydrogens than the original. So how do you know like
Usually
when?
when we do oxidation, it goes like this. It's a chemical, it's a what is it? It's what should we call it? Um, organic chem reaction.
Okay. Okay. So the answer was A. And you lose 2 hydrogens.
Yeah. Because this is
Okay.
creating.
Okay. So you went from. Okay. Oh, and aldehydes end in Al.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. Then there was 2010.
Okay, let me find 2010.
Okay. Wait, sorry. One last question. Does gentle oxidation, like if it just said oxidation, would that signify something different? Like why is gentle there?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Usually oxidation is just oxidation. There's no gentle or non-gentle.
Okay.
I think they're just saying that because they just want you to understand that it's an organic chem situation.
Okay. Okay. First one I got wrong was number 2. And can we just go over like flame test in general, like what all the colors are?
Yes. Give me a second. I think I have. I have a flame test. I don't know if I have it. Because flame test is usually for IB programs.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I found a little chart. Have you ever seen them? I've actually seen them.
Yeah. Because I did forensics for Science Olympiad, and that was one of the things that needed to be known.
So that's flame test right there. So I just know that sodium is yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Potassium, rubidium, and cesium are all purple. Manganese, I also believe it's purple. That's purple solution of flame, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. Strontium and lithium are going to be red.
Mm-hmm.
Barium is going to be yellow. Copper. Copper is blue because copper ions. Oh, it is green here. Copper ions are blue.
Okay. Yeah, for the chemistry Olympiad test, it said that it was green.
Yeah, so just memorize it as green then.
Okay.
Because it looks green.
Oh, yeah. Is that because like it's like the Statue of Liberty, right? Like it's greenish because of like, okay.
Correct. I don't know what TL is. TL is like, I guess green, bluish green. These are pretty colors.
Yeah. And when you're doing a flame test, you have like their chlorides, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and those are like all the ones those are all the important ones. Okay. Wait, so all the alkali metals after sodium are like purple?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um, $16, I was a little bit confused on.
Moist air is less than dry air at the same temperature. That's just because there's not enough hydrogen, there's not enough gas molecules. And that's why it's less dense.
Okay.
We're not counting the liquid molecules. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay, okay. So would that be then related to the molar mass of H2O?
Yeah, because density always has to do with gas over liters.
Right, okay.
I mean, not gas, grams over liters.
Grams, okay. Is your roommate still planning on moving out?
My life is a mess these days.
Yeah, I can sort of relate.
Yeah, my life is a real mess.
It's okay. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it's really bad timing for everything.
Yeah.
Horrible timing.
Yeah. I had like a summer camp application due and like a project due, like an extracurricular project for math team due this week. So like I kind of pushed all my schoolwork to the side to work on those. So now I get to catch up on like 3 modules of psych, like math homework, and write an English essay before tomorrow. So
Oh shoot.
well,
You're more busy than I am.
well, I guess I have until Tuesday to do psych, but
Yeah. I wrote my personal statement for Perio, which came out so easily. Now I'm trying to write my personal statement for Pete, and it's not coming out.
yeah, I don't know. I just like face like such a writing block when I try to like get started. And then like once I have the stroke of inspiration, it just yeah.
I think I was in a high when I wrote that personal statement for Perio. So I think you just have to get high on life for a little bit. Writing.
Yeah, I think my brain cells are also more active during like nighttime than they are
Yeah,
in
I
day.
think so
Like
too. I think it's because you get warmed up and
yeah.
Yep. And I failed my mock board, so I have to study and retake them.
It's okay.
So you see, like all this, I'll show you what I have right now. I like dug up all my old notes yesterday. I just
Oh my God, that's a lot.
just this much.
I think that's about how many papers I have on my desk, but I don't know where all of them came from. So
Seriously, I don't know where this came from. I didn't know I had studied this much. Really did not know.
really close to to like the cutoff, right?
So you have to get a 75% to officially pass on the real exam.
Mm-hmm.
To pass our mock boards, we have to get like a 70%. Show our dean that, hey, I'm 5 points away from actually passing the real exam. Yeah, I got a 57%.
Oh boy, it's okay. You're really close.
No, I'm nowhere near anything. And the thing is, I scored in the 60th percentile for all topics except for perio and peds.
Oh wow.
Perio and peds. Oh, and pathology. The pathology goes into perio. That was in the 47, 40, like upper 40 percentile, and that's what brought everything down. It's okay.
It's okay.
I didn't
Yeah.
have time to study for it, and now I do-ish. Like all my friends, like they don't tutor. All they do is 24/7 study. I mean, there's one who's planning a wedding, but that's great. Yeah. Yeah, and then this boy situation is not making it any better.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell him like so much on my plate. Like he knows, and I told him that. He was like, "I will make time for a girlfriend." And I was like,
But not for the puppy.
guess what? I was actually going through his Instagram like pictures because my mom
Yeah.
see a picture of him. I was going through Instagram pictures and I found a picture of him with another Korean girl.
Oh
Like,
wow.
yeah, but it was like that's him and this is the Korean girl. She had pretty hair. And he had his arms around like her waist. And I was like,
How recent was this?
I don't think it was that. It was like 2019. But I know this girl.
You know the girl?
Yeah, because he was, so I was a D1, she was D4, and he had just graduated.
Yeah.
I know this girl.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm just like, she was date? And it's like, they went camping together too. And there was a
Wow.
at first I couldn't recognize her because she has so much makeup on. But she was pretty though, that's the problem. And
Oh.
yeah, and they were in a hammock. Like she was in a hammock. Hammock? What are the hammock? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know what a hammock is.
Okay, I felt like I was saying it wrong. Sorry. So she's in a hammock, and then he's in a different hammock, and then there's another friend that's in a hammock, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Not sure. Then there was a video of her in a bikini and him like in a river, and she's like pushing him, and I'm just like,
Hmm.
I don't know if I want to know your past.
Yeah.
Like I'm not there yet. I don't know. Yeah, that was another deal breaker.
Yeah.
I don't tell him about my past
Yeah.
relationships, you know, and he will never know about them because they were not at school. But yeah, I know the girl. And she's
Do
like
you,
super smart.
are you on good terms with her?
I mean, I know the girl,
Yeah.
not friends or anything.
Oh, so you like no, okay.
I know of her.
Yeah.
I've seen her. I used to work with her. I never, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little weird. It was hella weird. Seeing that, I don't know if I want to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just my 2 cents.
Well, it'll all be over in like 24 hours, hopefully. Right?
I think so.
It's fine. It's just like a really stressful like test.
It's like a stressful test.
Yeah.
How you make it sound
I
as if
think
it's really nothing.
yeah, no. That's a very oversimplification of it.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, which one?
25. I was a bit confused on, yeah.
The rate. This is kinetics.
Yeah.
So kinetics has to do with what?
Temperature and concentration and surface area.
Concentration, pressure, catalyst, surface area. Okay. So more collisions you have, more likely you're going to be able to create product.
Hmm.
So what is one thing that's not going to do that?
Oh, volume. Okay. Yeah, for that one, I was just a bit confused because I thought like you'd also be increasing the volume of the reactants. So, okay. Um, yikes, this was a bad test.
Don't say that. You're good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I took this after I woke up, so I don't think it's very fresh. 44, I was a bit confused on because I forgot all the experiments.
Oh, okay. So Rutherford is the one who did the gold foil experiment.
Yeah, I remembered that.
So the gold foil experiment was when you shoot an alpha particle, most of the mass went straight, which means that most of the mass is concentrated in the nucleus.
Yeah.
And that mass was neutrons and protons.
Hmm.
And
Oh,
you realize that all
yeah.
the electrons are just taking up space. So there's
Yeah.
more volume than mass.
Okay. So he found out the nucleus exists, but not really the neutron.
Yeah. So his main his main, because right before that, J.J. Thomson talked about, remember the bagel, cinnamon raisin bagel?
Yeah, plum pudding model.
Yeah. I like raisins better than plum. So we thought it was like this. In a cloud of electrons, we had protons embedded, right?
Yeah.
J.J. Thomson. And then we realized that everything was kind of concentrated here. And then we had electrons. So he didn't really discover electrons, but he knew that the negative charges were not in the nucleus.
Okay.
Electrons did not really have a mass. So Millikan is the one who did the oil experiment, who found the exact mass of electrons
And the charge, right?
and the charge.
Okay. Okay. And 47.
How many unpaired electrons are in the gaseous cobalt-3? So this is cobalt.
Yeah, that's
Is
cobalt.
this cobalt-3 plus?
Yeah. No, that's just cobalt normal.
Okay, so from here we're now going to do, so this is 4s, this is 3d. This is what we have, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get rid of 3 of them, so we will get rid of this and we will get rid of 1 of those. Always
Okay, so
out from the 4s because that's the valence electrons.
yeah. So you remove paired electrons before you do unpaired?
Oh yeah, because remember we remove roommates before you remove someone out of the house.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. 50. I also got 50 wrong.
So the strongest bond would be the one with the largest electronegativity difference.
Okay. Because I thought that ionic bonds were weaker than covalent bonds. So I thought HF was like so different that it was ionic.
Oh no, because they're both.
Okay. Okay. Wait, so it's like network solids are like the strongest, and then you have like ionic bonds, and then you have covalent, and then like all the IMFs. Okay. And then 56, I got wrong. I only got 3 aldehydes. I didn't know where the answer was C, but I was only able to draw 3.
That's one.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one. Oh, wait. Okay. I think that's it.
Okay. Oh, so one of them is branched.
Yeah.
So
Start batching.
okay. And then I had a question about another organic like thing. Can I draw out the molecule with annotation?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was like I think it was something like this. Wait. So would the name, so would you give higher priority to this? To the double bond, and then before moving on to the,
Yeah. So you would prioritize it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
okay.
So the ene part would be in the carbon number 2 because you don't want to go backwards.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's too high.
Okay. And let's say that like that carbon wasn't there, even though like this, like you could make this like a 1, you would still prioritize the double bond.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is the same thing as this.
Oh, right. Okay, because that's
Come down
still
and
a
become
carbon.
linear.
That's still a carbon chain. Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay.
Because it's this, because you just have to remember that this rotates 360 degrees.
Right. So it can go anywhere. Okay.
So I know we drew it out as this in 2D form, but yeah,
Yeah.
it goes around.
Okay. Wait, let me clear that. Okay. And then 57 through 59. I was also confused on.
Oh.
57. I'm studying with a friend for this, and we sort of thought about it through process of elimination. Like benzene and alkanes aren't very reactive, so that they probably won't react with benzene, but hexene might since it's an alkene.
Yeah, so this is already organic chem. This is what's happening. This is an alkene reaction.
Mhm.
This pi bond does that. It's creating that.
Got it. Okay. So by decolorize, it just means react.
Usually the pi bonds, and you're right, single bonds are least reactive, triple bonds are most reactive.
Okay.
Which combination of reactants produces an ester? Okay. Esters are going to be produced by acids and alcohol.
Okay.
So when we say acids, we're talking about carboxylic acids.
Yep.
When you put these together, think of it as this. This one and this one.
Leave to make H2O.
Uh-huh. I can do that.
And then that makes an ester. Okay. Okay. And it wouldn't be an alcohol and an aldehyde because you don't know that your function, like your R, is an oxygen, right?
Are you saying like this one? You don't know if it's an oxygen?
Yeah. Like,
No.
yeah.
By definition, there's this thing called a Clemenson or esterification. This is esterification. And that's the formula. It's always carboxylic acid and water. It's not just any acid.
Okay.
Yeah, and aldehyde is a poor acid. So aldehydes, they don't really react. They're being in a way, and you end up adding random things to it.
Oh, so it's like that's why you have like formaldehyde as like a preservative for like.
Mhm.
Okay. So aldehydes are not very reactive. And then it's 59, just like random trivia.
Yeah, this is basically, I believe latex rubber comes from trees.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the food allergies that is associated to latex is going to be kiwi and bananas.
Oh,
Yeah. So if a patient walks in and they say, hey, I'm allergic to bananas, then you want to be careful about latex.
latex. Okay.
You know, who would have thought? Kiwi,
Yeah.
bananas, and avocado.
A kiwi is an avocado?
No, kiwi, banana, and
Oh,
avocado.
and avocado. Okay.
Yes, kiwi is an avocado. You didn't know? Gosh, Ritvik.
Yeah, I didn't.
Vegetables
Wow.
correct, and your fruits. Actually, avocado is a fruit.
Yeah, I'm still confused between fruits and vegetables, but I've sort of given up at this point.
Yeah, same. I just know that if it has a huge seed, it means it's a fruit.
Yep.
Yeah. Apparently, I think raspberries are not supposed to be berry, or strawberries are not.
Yeah, I heard
berry.
about that. It's like bananas are berries and strawberries and raspberries aren't. Like, they should just fix the definition so that they are. Like, why is that the definition of a berry?
I know.
Okay, then 2011.
Oh, you did a lot.
Yeah. I think these have just been like piling up over time too. Okay. The first one I was confused on was number 6.
Hmm. So at 20 degrees, the solubility, it's still dissolving. It's not like precipitating out completely. It's just the amount that's getting dissolved is not as high. It doesn't mean that they're saturated or super saturated, I don't think. What is at 10 degrees? Oh, never mind. Look. They tell us that the mixture is 10 grams.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be at this line.
Yeah, but that's per 100, right? So you would have to like adjust it accordingly.
100 grams of water.
Yeah, so it's solubility
So
per
we
100.
have 45 grams of water.
Yeah.
So 1 over 45 versus.
So you'd have to multiply by like 2 and 2.2-ish.
We say that the final clear mixture is 20 degrees is correct. I just know that the clear mixture that they're talking about is this.
Mm-hmm.
This. The clear mixture here is always going to be saturated.
Okay.
At least saturated.
Okay.
And then now we have to figure out, so it's not this or this. So we have to figure out, is it saturated or is it super saturated?
Okay. So does cooling it down have any effect on that?
Yeah, because when you cool it down, the molecules are not going to have a high kinetic energy, so they're not dissolving as well. So the solubility goes down. I'm just trying to figure out. Oh, okay. At 60, it's already super clear.
Okay.
which means that we have already hit saturation point at 60.
Okay.
Anything under that, it's a supersaturated solution.
Okay. So wait. So once you hit saturation at a certain temperature, then you cool it down, that solution is supersaturated.
Yeah. So here it's already clear, which means
Mhm.
everything has been dissolved. Everything is like perfect.
Yeah.
And then everything under that is supersaturated.
Okay. What does supersaturated mean again?
Supersaturated means that here, when we have ions, for instance,
Mhm.
let's just say we need 4 water molecules to completely be saturated.
Yeah.
This one only has 3, so it's missing 1,
Yeah.
which means that this has to go back and forth really, really fast to pretend that it's satisfying both ions for the
Okay.
but yeah, any disturbance, any stress factor will basically, it's kind of like,
Unstable saturation.
yeah, think of it as like this water molecule is cheating on 2 households.
Okay.
It's pretending to make both households happy.
Okay.
But once you get caught, aka a stress factor,
It just collapses.
exactly, the whole thing just collapses.
So if a stress factor is induced, then a precipitate will form.
Yeah.
Okay, but in general, like for these problems, if like like they're cooling something down, if they're cooling a saturated solution down, it's probably going to be supersaturated.
Yeah, because the only reason why the water molecule goes back and forth between the 2 households or the 2 ions is because
Yeah.
it has high kinetic energy. So in order
Okay.
to keep supersaturation, you need 2 things. You need high temperature, and you need to stir. So if you look at it, both of them is increasing kinetic energy.
Okay. So supersaturation needs like some sort of kinetic energy input.
Yeah. Whether that's stirring or temperature. And that's why like when you put like for instance coffee powder or like cocoa powder in cold water, it doesn't really dissolve.
Okay.
But if you put it in hot water, it dissolves. Really,
Oh, okay.
very nicely.
Okay.
And then when you let it sit, like the cocoa powder like starts to
It sifts down, yeah.
Yeah.
So like they cooled it down, right? So as if you leave that solution to like by itself, then would it stay supersaturated?
It would until enough temperature is lowered or you add more solute.
Okay.
And
Okay.
completely break everything.
So the water molecules are like is hydrating 2 ions at once is what causes it. Okay. That makes sense.
How many more do you need?
I have a like maybe 6 more, but we can do them next session.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay. So do more of these Olympiad questions. Is this
Okay.
the last one that was?
Sorry?
Is this the last set that was kind of in the back burner, or?
Yeah, this was the last, and I'm working on like a couple more right now.
Okay, so then let's go over more Olympiad next time, and then try to do some FIQ. Do you have any tests coming up?
For chem? Yeah, we're done with content, so we're starting our like FRQs and like multiple choice on Monday.
Oh wow. Okay. So let me know how that goes because
Okay.
you're going to be. I feel like you're going to be ready, but just in case like there are some voids here and there, we can patch them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Good luck. May the force be with you.
What was I thinking? All right. Bye.
Bye. See you next week.